Etiye for Maminda Muna Masi and Fambra, your channel you. Message said notification button or turning on now subscribe to the any update to be on Sabeka. No, I share. I may be beer. I come. A branch of Mangy Break, you could see in Sem Kakra, Echoes.
Putting somebody at the defense ministry, Yankudi Bonyamra, Yaba Nafi, Yadisa,
I feel say a mistake. May the soul of my former, my former colleague, the notable from and all those who died very painfully in that accident rest in perfect peace. The soldier, 43 soldiers, the three government appointees, and the party president. In fact, 4 government appointees, the other party president, 5 of them. I believe that may their sins be forgiven and may God grant them eternal rest, and that they should pray for us so that one day we all go and join them, and then we can all reunite together. But we really pray for them. But I feel say, in spite of that, I feel say it is a mistake for the president to do that. But he is a president and a prerogative. I feel say or appointing minister for defense and no nation. I feel, and I swear, no nation will do that. Say, you leave your defense ministry empty for 6-7 months? No. I've not heard that before. They would always appoint somebody, a substantive minister. I mean, if I only comfortable with I'm not comfortable with that arrangement. I think it's not good. It is maybe because Ghana for a long time we haven't entered into a conflict, so we are a bit not. But I can tell you, say Burkina. Anybody who thought say Burkina will be the way they are now, about maybe say 7, 10, 8 years ago, many people have said you have a problem. But in the one Burkina, many people will never have thought say Ukraine never woke up one day after the Second World War to ever think say they will be in the situation in which they are.
We are playing with fire.
I think so. I won't use the word playing with fire, but I think say if the president really will not mind, he should really look at it carefully. But especially the Ministry of Defense, I think say should look for somebody. There are very, very capable people within the NDC and outside the NDC, independent-minded people who you can decide to appoint. Many thousands who can man that position. I think say he should do it. He's a commander-in-chief. It's there for nothing. It's not for nothing that we find a commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. It's not for nothing. Say your friend, commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, and you put a minister there to oversee that area. I think say Bobo.
I'm sure you'll be happy with the budget, but it taking care of our security agents, especially our Air Force, in making provision for what we've learned.
No, I think I'm happy. Say at least the Air Force have been given some resources to buy some of the assets. It is what they want to buy that I may have a problem with, but for the resources I'm extremely very happy with.
What they want to buy in terms of the jets?
Yes, not the jets. It's not jets. They want to buy planes,
which is different from
the jet. Is different. Jet is a jet fighter. Maybe we call it private jet. So that's why maybe you are looking at it. But in military terms, the more you mention jet, the first thing that comes to your mind is jet fighter, which the Air Force really needs now. To defend you and me. The Air Force needs jet fighters, because Air Force, Mujima said, they should fight in the air. Anyone know? That's the work of the Air Force. No work in this fight in the air. Army, the work of the army is to fight on the ground, and the work of the Navy is to fight on the sea, on water, not sea, water, especially the sea. So these are the three. So they defend you through the sea or water, like your case, to fight on water for you. You say you have an enemy in water, on water, you deploy your Navy, and they will need the access to go and fight. If I have an enemy in the air, then your Air Force will go there and meet that person.
The government is doing exactly that. Equipping them.
It's not what they are using the 13, the 9 billion over the 3 years to do. There's nothing like that they are going to use to fight in the air. That's why I say I'm happy about the resource allocation, but I'm not happy about what they want to buy. Again, 2 planes, Bakuye long range And I know that a team of 12 went to Europe, to France, to go and inspect, to go and look at what they are looking. And they are looking at a long-range plane, which is an executive jet, and a short-range plane, which is an executive jet.
Before you proceed, what's the state of our presidential jet?
Our presidential jet, from 2021, we see our problems.
You know, they call France now.
Yes.
It could be 6 months.
9 months.
9 months.
They call France now. It could be 9 months. Say,
what was the challenge in how they call France?
First time they call, it was just routine maintenance, and it would have taken like 3 months for it. And they realized that there were problems. More problems than anticipated here. And it was not ready to fly immediately. That's why I went to Parliament to report there were problems. So
I heard now says
oh no, there be any demand please I use the word freshen up, and I also use the word freshen up in a way. It's right for our president to be able to freshen up in the aircraft. So those ones is propaganda piece. I don't want to worry myself about it. Listen, so I call France. They said 3 months. They extended it to 6 months. Then by the time France to allow 3 days for the aircraft to come to Ghana, then they realized that no, the tank was corroded, and it was very dangerous for the tank to be corroded. So they kept it for another 3 months. From 2020,
with all this now, people positioning in the known.
Yeah.
That minority then.
Yes, I went to Parliament twice to go and brief everybody. In fact, sir, you see me people position the known. I mean, brief Parliament 4 times. 2 in the open, 2 without people knowing the Ekoso. In fact, 5 times. You do more call Akusombo twice. Eko Brifumo. Sa Akusombo trip no. It was leadership and finance committee plus Yang. So your phone in Ayako Brifumo and told them all our needs. The fact that the aircraft is not ready, a lot of things. Second, you do more call Akusombo, and I briefed Parliament once in the committee of the whole, and then I came to Parliament twice to answer questions, and I briefed them until 5 times.
So as of the time when I exited 2024, what was the state of our presidency?
So as of the time I exited, I was spending France 9 months, June to March. It was working. President Akufo-Addo, you see in April till December, I'll hand it over to President Mahama. He was using it anytime he wanted to. He was always using it from April of 2024 till December. Until as at the time I handed over, no, it was in good condition and it was serviceable. So military serviceable means it can fly, it can work. That's what we handed over to them. That's it. But I realized after 2, 3, 4, 5 months, no, it started developing corrosion within the tank again. That delayed us for another 3 months. It developed it again because the Air Force said that same problem had occurred. So when they took it to France, they realized it's that problem. That's what has delayed it currently. My problem is that where we have reached, we really need to get another one. This one cannot be reliable. If you want to really believe that you want the safety of the president,
maybe I do know. He says a new jet.
No, I think so. I think maybe we need, but I just don't think that we need the way the NDC is going about things. I would feel safe.
The short and the long.
I don't think so we'll do that. I would have preferred straight away for us to go for a long haul and leave the medium one for now. That's the one, the bigger one, and leave the smaller one for now, and use this one as a backup. The old one, so that we don't need to have 3. We need this one as a backup, and just go for one long one that the president will take one. You can carry many people, you can carry the press, you can carry businessmen. I would feel say we will do that. 2, I also feel say they should concentrate on buying jets, fighter jets. Part of the money should be used to buy fighter jets for the soldiers. For example, you sign a contract in Czech Republic for 6 fighter jets, but because of the IMF problem, the funding bank, say a loan, the bank was supposed to release it, but when we entered the IMF, the bank withheld it. Now we have sorted out issues of talking to everybody. I think they should pursue the bank and let the bank release so that they can bring those 6 jets to Ghana. I think so they should use part of that money to bring those 6 jets to Ghana, so that at least whatever the case, it was our jets. God forbid if anything happens, the Air Force can fight in the air.
Okay.
And two, I also want them to buy what we call helicopter gunship, not transport helis they are trying to buy. There are 2 different types of helis. Baku ye helicopter gunship. They gun. They have machine guns, not machine gun. They have helicopter gunship. They can fight and throw missiles.
You prefer that one?
That's what the Air Force will need, because it's about defending you and me. So they should buy, because our plan was to buy 3 of those ones, and then maybe one or 2 transport helis for the soldiers, and yeah, even civilians. But I think in their mind they want to buy 2 civilian helis and 2 for the soldiers. That they are all transport helis. None of them is for fighting.
Okay.
On procurement Elbit system, but you say a familiar.
Yeah, I mean inside.
Yes.
Yes, I signed a contract with them before.
And the contract was to sell more APC armored personnel carriers no best 90 Ghana. And what was the contract?
So what happened was that you signed a contract, $80 million to bring 19 APCs, 10 4x4, 8x8, which is very expensive.
Okay.
That's what the soldiers wanted, and 9 6x6 from Italy and Brazil. But every system is the one that was supposed to bring them. Until you signing a contract, the same thing, it was a loan. I mean, the call of Parliament. So when we declared ourselves to go to IMF, the banking, the funding bank had paid the first milestone. Second, they almost divide the payment in trenches. So 1, 2, 3, almost first one, second one, third one. I think it's sum up to about 40 million or so.
40 million. $40
million
dollars.
And when we declared ourselves to IMF, we say, hey, now remember say the then finance minister wrote a letter and said we will stop paying our loans for now. So they said, but you want us to release money to you. So they stopped releasing more money for us. Say we cannot release money to Ghana any longer. So our money was there and it's still there, and the funding bank refused to release the money until we finish meeting them. We finished all the work in October 2024. All the what we call our creditors, meeting your creditors, the creditors, and we finish all the arrangement in October 2024. Until then, no funding back. Anything I will say, why we tackle this cycle? That's why tackle this cycle, for example, is not working. The roads that is going to Aflawo, it was all part of those funding banks. You see the Teshi road. That's why the Teshi road, that one led to Sakumono. So the funding banks all stopped. So all those projects stopped, including this particular one. Because $40 million
is
there. It's with them. Pay to the LBT people.
You bet me the
agreement is very simple. Pay the full amount and take your vehicles. Say they are a company, they sold to you and you sign an agreement, say pay your 80 million and take your decision. But since Ghana your needs are 80 million, we'll give you a bank that you take a loan from them, they will pay you. And the banks, after we declare ourselves, the banks they paid 40 million and said they won't pay the rest. So I decided, after October, I then made an arrangement and said we should put it in the next budget, that other 40 million in the next budget, which should have been 2025 budget if we had won elections. And I left it in the handing over notes. But of course, we lost the elections. So all government needs to do is to pay the balance and take their vehicles. The vehicles have been manufactured.
But I want to understand, it's a balance no or minor and to $40 million now I want to understand.
So a contract, if you cancel the contract, there are consequences.
So can I say is that so
the vehicles are there. Pay your extra money and take your vehicles because you sign a contract with them. The government of Ghana signed a contract with them.
So if this present government has any interest, as I say, we have difference now. I
know. So what if only interest went here?
So we say won't bill, then you have to go to the agreement. What is in the agreement? So terminate here, you will lose part of the money, but you're not going to lose because it's in the agreement.
So we lose
I don't know. I have to go back and
You're not signing.
Oh, miss signing, but I don't remember. I don't want to come and sit here and say something. The press will take me or say something. But the truth is that you signed an agreement to buy this iPhone. Say, bet you are way, and it's maybe 1,000 cedis. What you are 500 cedis, you have not paid the rest. So don't give the iPhone to you. If you pay, come and take. So what mean to you? You will have to cancel it. So cancel it, you will lose some of your own money. You know, I don't know. But I don't know why the government will say because we wanted it and we went to them and signed an agreement with them. So as I said, the funding bank stopped, and they are not more even interested in funding us. That loan from Parliament.
So big number be blame or need to say one son because when I was signing a contract into one hour is sick and
how can you blame me? How will I know, say, by that time, IMF and the funding bank will stop? So I won't know that. Secondly, I'm not the one who told the bank not to pay. What I say? I didn't tell the bank, say, don't pay the money. The bank just said, since Ghana has declared in IMF, say, you lose no. We are not going to put our money there. Our investors are saying, say, don't send any more money to Ghana. So Ghana government needed to budget that 40 million into the next budget, which will have been 2025, because all the agreement finished October 2024. And they signed it. Anta and Co signed October 2024 with everything. And so the only way we can put in the budget was 2025 budget, and the new government didn't do it. So, and this budget too, they have now said we have decided to renegotiate. We have decided to renegotiate with Elbit so that we'll see how we can make sure we'll pay and collect our and I pray they can negotiate well, and I'm even praying to God that they can negotiate the price even downwards. And can I bury me there? That's all I can say.
21 minutes after 9, which was quite unfair. You that during your time this is not happening, and
I said that I want to thank God. God protected me to the extent some of these unfortunate things were not happening during the time I was minister. And first of all, I started by praying for the departed soul and asking government to do everything to take care of those who were injured. And in the process of my argument or my submission, I said, Dominic Nitiwul, I should be thanking God for my life and for all those who work with me, that at least during the time that we were there, some of the unfortunate things were.
As of that point, was it relevant? Is it not ideal to apologize? That maybe what answer?
Convince me clearly. Can I finish? Convince me. And remember, it was not this incident alone I mentioned. said government will buy as you had a problem in Boise, 8 people died. And I mentioned about 3 different occasions.
But such instances are not to be attached to any particular government. Soldiers going off.
But they are attached to any government.
Well, government we buy, The incident that has happened,
yes,
it doesn't speak well of the government.
I don't blame them all.
No, I'm saying that as a government we buy, since the coming in of this administration,
some incidents have happened.
Exactly, and you thank God that during your time, that was not the case. Was it irrelevant? Comparison?
I've heard
clearly, indirectly.
That's your voice. That's your. That's
a former defense minister talking.
I'm saying that's
a former defense minister talking. That's a clear difference between my opinion. I'm saying that here is a former defense minister thanking God that he did something extraordinary when it's time to the extent that.
Let me make a comment. In as far as some people, including you, think I shouldn't have made that comment, I understand. And maybe from us I shouldn't have made that comment, because if I make a comment and some people feel strongly say, and because I comment, you don't make her. You just try to understand, say, maybe you shouldn't have made it, because if I made a comment and it's dividing opinion, I don't think I should have made
maybe
that.
Just like the comment you made about one of your presidential candidates in your hometown about he liking or not liking the people over there. What was the exact statement you made?
That was 2023. It's 2023.
It's popped up again. What was the exact?
I'm coming. That was 2023. I think April or somewhere like that. Now he went somewhere to come and lambast Northness, and if you play that, you won't like it. and my ministry, interior, all those, he was mentioning those things, and he was very angry why Northern should be given all these positions. So I took a decision that as a coordinator for the Northern group, I needed to respond. Otherwise, people don't know how difficult it is to convince one or not